All right, perhaps you're looking for a good paying job. Well, maybe you should consider Morgantown, West Virginia, or Ames, Iowa, or perhaps Logan, Utah. Kelly Evans is a reporter with the Wall Street Journal and recently wrote about one of the only bright spots in the U.S. job market out there, college towns. And Ron Justice is the mayor of Morgantown, the home of West Virginia University. Good to see both of you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, Mr. Mayor, let me begin with you. So why are there so many jobs in your town of Morgantown?
Well, I think obviously having a major research institution, land-grant institution, is the engine of Morgantown, and I think having a diverse economy around that major university very much helps. I think education, healthcare, and technology are the leading sectors today, and we've been able to take advantage of that, and having partnerships with the university has certainly helped us maintain our high level of jobs, and certainly the unemployment rate continues to be
you
low.
mean as it pertains to education, healthcare, and then technology, those are the types of jobs that are available in Morgantown, as well as being the types of industries that you have a lot of your students focus on campus?
That's correct. We have a really diverse sector in the economy, diverse sectors, and certainly education, healthcare, and technology lead the way, but we also have manufacturing, retail, and service that continue to be strong as well. So I think one thing that's benefited Morgantown has been the ability to keep a diverse economy.
Interesting. All right, so Kelly, let's broaden this out. It's not just Morgantown, but you did extensive research, and as I mentioned, we were finding this in parts of Utah and really across the country as it pertains to colleges and where they're located. So I guess one would automatically think, all right, college town, that means service industry for sure, housing industry as well. What else did you find? What are the common denominators of job availabilities?
I think the key thing to keep in mind is that when we talk about a college town, the data we had on this only goes down to metropolitan areas, but I think a lot of people are familiar with the college towns in their part of the country. And what it means is that a large share of the city's unemployment is directly related to the college town. That's why you don't see the same effect in places like New York, places like Boston or Los Angeles that have great universities, maybe several of them, but it's really not the primary industry. And so in some cases, what's tricky for other cities is they look and say, okay, clearly this is the model that right now is working, but it's not something we can do overnight.
So how do you find, if you're looking for a job, and there are a whole lot of people who are, millions in fact, how do you go about targeting particular cities, or looking in the book and saying, okay, where are the colleges? How do I find the town that has the jobs?
Well, what we wanted to do with this is say, look, there are a handful of places where there seems to be a better economy than usual. I cover this unemployment stuff all the time. The national unemployment rate, 8.1%. So to see places that have under 4%, even if they're heading higher, right now at least is kind of a reprieve. So what we wanted to say to people was, look, as you're looking in your area, certainly it's difficult for people who are unemployed to afford to move or to go somewhere, but keep somewhere like Morgantown, West Virginia in mind, somewhere like Ames, Iowa, somewhere that you may not have had on your list otherwise.
Okay, and so Mr. Mayor, give me a tough sell on Morgantown. Why would I want to pack up my bags and move to Morgantown in search of a job? But what about the quality of life? Why will I like it?
That's a very important issue, because the balance of the quality of life, I think, is the thing that really attracts people to Morgantown, and we've spent a lot of time on trying to improve the quality of life, and certainly we feel we have a great opportunity in our state to not only showcase a great quality of life, but to offer something that people wouldn't find in other places.
What about cost of living?
The cost of living has maintained at a very good level. Again, our housing costs are a little bit higher than the rest of the state, but other than that, this is a very affordable place to live. And certainly I think the university gives us a lot that we can offer in cultural activities, as well as wellness and health issues. So it's very good living in Morgantown right now.
All right, Morgantown Mayor Ron Justice, Kelly Evans with the Wall Street Journal. Thanks so much, appreciate it. And while we are, of course, on the topic of colleges, it's not just a place that might attract jobs, but of course, education.